according to figures released by the Niger State government. Leading the delegation were the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, and the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Professor Nentawe Goshwe Yiwada. The team paid a courtesy visit to the Deputy Governor of Niger State, Yakubu Garba, to deliver the President's message of condolence and solidarity. Meanwhile, President Bola Tinubu has directed the immediate activation of the National Emergency Response Center following the devastating floods in Mokwa local government area of Niger State, which have claimed over 150 lives and displaced more than 3,000 families. The order was given after the president received reports on the scale of the disaster. It's been reported that no fewer than 75 victims have been buried, while over 100 people remain unaccounted for amid ongoing search and rescue operations. President Bola Tinubu has announced that West Africa Economic Summit 2025 will be held in Abuja on June 20th to 21st. President Tinubu made the announcement in a statement on his official X account with the theme of the summit, unlocking trade and investment opportunities in the region. Tinubu says YS 2025 will bring together heads of states, CEOs, investors, entrepreneurs, youth innovators, and development partners to craft real solutions and unlock real opportunities. To assist civil servants in observing the forthcoming Eid al-Kabir festival with ease, the Governor of Sokoto State, Ahmed Aliyu Sokoto, has directed the early payment of June salary to the state's workers beginning from Monday, June 2nd. According to a statement by the press secretary to the governor, Abubakar Bauer, the salary payment will cover state and local government workers, local government education authority staff, as well as pensioners across the state. He says the magnanimous gesture, the third of its kind since the inception of the present administration, is aimed at ensuring that civil servants are able to purchase sacrificial animals and adequately prepare for the festival. The All Progressives Congress APC in Benue State has endorsed Governor Hyacinth Alia as its sole candidate for the 2027 gubernatorial election. The endorsement was made during a series of events commemorating his second anniversary in office. Our correspondent Felicity Indere reports.
Gathered at the Ibrahim Badamosi Babangida Square in Makurdi for the event marking Governor Hyacinth Alia's second year in office were leaders of the All Progressive Congress APC in Benue State, party stakeholders, top government officials from the Alia-led administration, members of the Benue State House of Assembly, led by Deputy Speaker Lamin Danladi, and the good people of Benue State. At the event, Governor Hyacinth Alia and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu were formally endorsed for a second term, with stakeholders citing the need to consolidate the achievement of their first tenure for the greater benefit of Nigerians.
The presidential endorsement of Bola Ahmed Tinubu as a presidential sole candidate. Here also, we will also endorse the leader of all the Progressive Party in Benue State and our leader, the Executive Governor of Benue State, His Excellency, Reverend Father Dr. Isa Emia.
These endorsements today include both the PDP.
I establish that our support will be firm and permanent, and indeed, we are going to give the endorsement for you to be a single candidate of the APC come 2027 election.
Governor Alia highlighted his administration's focus on infrastructure as a drive of socio-economic growth and outlined key achievements over the past 2 years.
We are poised to diversify our economy, tap into our vast mineral wealth, and develop our people. We are committed to a Benue where every citizen can live with dignity and aspire without limits.
Governor Alia acknowledged facing challenges like insecurity and limited resources, but assured that strategic measures are being taken to address them.
Yes, we have faced challenges, insecurity, political distraction and resource constraints, but we remain undeterred. Our resolve is unshaken. We call on all communities to unite for peace, for progress, and for the great future of Benue State.
The event concluded with goodwill messages from traditional rulers, elder statesmen, and politicians, as well as others, all commending Governor Alia for his purposeful and people-centered leadership. They pledged their unwavering support to him so that he can continue delivering on his promise for the people of Benue State. In Makurdi, Felicity Ndere reporting Global TV News.
The National Assembly has pledged to swiftly amend the Electoral Act to curb the growing trend of defections by governors and lawmakers who abandon their parties for other political platforms without vacating their elective seats. The clerk of the National Assembly, Kamoru Ogunlana, reaffirmed the legislature's commitment at a symposium in Abuja held in honor of the Director General of the National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies. Ogunlana was reacting to an earlier appeal by the Executive Director of Yaga Africa, Samson Itodo, for lawmakers to urgently amend the Electoral Act to halt the gale of defections by public office holders, which he described as a threat to Nigeria's democratic integrity. Independent National Electoral Commission has deployed the 6 resident electoral commissioners recently confirmed by the National Assembly. This is as the Commission announced that the governorship elections in Ekiti and Osun states would hold on June 20th and August 8, 2026, respectively. INEC Chairman Professor Mahmood Yakubu disclosed this at the swearing-in of another 6 recs at the Commission's headquarters in Abuja. Meanwhile, the chairman of the Independent Electoral Commission, INEC, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, has charged newly sworn-in resident electoral commissioners to take their jobs serious and shun anything that would dent their reputation and national development. He made this call while administering the oath of office to the newly sworn-in REC members at the Commission's headquarters in Abuja. Godwin Sunday reports.
It was fun to behold as the newly appointed resident electoral commissioners took turns to take their oath in office as they pledged their commitment to nationhood. The ceremony, which was held at the Commission's headquarters in Abuja, had in attendance active and outgoing REC members, members of the Commission, family members, as well as civil societies. The chairman congratulated the new RECs and urged them to focus on their responsibilities and act in good conscience while observing the Constitution. He also seized the opportunity to assign the newly sworn RECs to their new place of responsibility.
It is therefore appropriate to start by congratulating the new RECs that have just taken the oath of office. The conduct of elections is not only a huge responsibility, but also a sacred duty.
Responding on behalf of the newly sworn resident electoral commissioners, Sahad Idris, recently assigned Gombe State REC, thanked the chairman for the confidence reposed on them and pledged to maintain the standard of the commission at all times.
Committed to upholding the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Electoral Act, guidelines and regulations, and all policies of the Commission under all circumstances.
In the days ahead, Nigerians will be looking forward to the impact of the changes made here. Godwin Sunday, reporting for Global Television News.
The House of Representatives has pledged to investigate the immediate and underlying causes of the midnight conduct of the West African Senior School Certificate Examination in parts of the country. Chairman of the House Committee on Basic Examination Bodies, Honorable Boku Ofoji, made this known during a session with officials of the West African Examination Council, WAEC, at the National Assembly. Sharon Ajay has details.
Chairman House Committee on Basic Examination Bodies, Honorable Oboku Ofoji, emphasized that parents deserve an explanation as to why the safety of their children was compromised. The committee had earlier summoned WAEC's leadership to account for what it described as alarming irregularities in the conduct of the ongoing examination. During the meeting, Honorable Ofoji offered an apology to Nigerian parents and the general public for the disturbing incident, notably the report of the exam being conducted around midnight in certain locations.
Parents and Nigerians need to know why their children's lives were endangered. It is expected that WAEC as a body live up to its responsibility of organizing this examination with high standard, diligence, and proper duty of care.
Representing WAEC at the hearing, Senior Assistant Registrar and Zonal Coordinator Ambrose Okelezo informed the committee that the head of WAEC Nigeria was unable to attend due to an emergency meeting with the registrar and heads of other national offices. Okelezo appealed for the section to be rescheduled to Monday, allowing the WAEC head to appear in person and address the concerns raised. However, this request was met with strong resistance from members of the committee. Honorable Awaji Nnombek Abiente sharply criticized the absence, insisting that WAEC leadership could not dictate the terms of its appearance before the House.
I had my exams. It was not like this. It has never been this bad. And it is under this same condition that you are proposing to have compulsory computer-based tests. How many schools in this country have computer for their students? How many schools?
Echoing the outrage, Honorable Billy Osawaru expressed similar concerns and moved a motion seconded by Honorable Abiente for the adjournment of the hearing until WAEC head could appear personally. The motion was unanimously adopted and resolved to reconvene on Monday, June 2nd. Sharon Ajay reporting for Global TV News.
The Commissioner of Police, Kogi State Police Command, Mila Dantawaye, has pledged synergy and collaboration with the Nigerian Bar Association for effective policing in the state. In a statement by the command spokesperson, William Aya stated that the commissioner pledged when he paid a historic visit to the Nigerian Bar Association Kogi chapter, popularly known as the Confluence Bar, during their monthly general meeting held at the NBA Conference Hall, Lokoja. The visit marked the first time a 7th Commissioner of Police would attend the NBA's general meeting, earning him commendation from members of the legal community for his uncommon show of interest in fostering mutual understanding between the bar and the police. The World Health Organization, WHO, says that the new COVID-19 variant B.1.8.1 is causing more infections worldwide. Already, the World Health Organization has designated it as a variant under monitoring due to its increasing global prevalence and potential to evade immunity from previous infections or vaccinations. The rise in cases is primarily in the Eastern Mediterranean, Southeast Asia, and Western Pacific regions. The new strain was designated as a variant under monitoring by the World Health Organization, while the U.S. Centers for Disease Control, CDC, confirmed a small number of cases circulating in the United States. The Commander, Nigerian Navy Ship Soro, under the Central Navy Command Operations Delta Safe Air, Commodore Omo Bamidele Akimbami, has warned all unscrupulous elements who are bent on conducting illegal activities in the Niger Delta region to desist or will be taken off the battlefield. Akimbami gave the warning while briefing defense correspondents on a media tour to Operation Delta Safe in Yenogwa, Bayelsa State. Ki Kelomo Okere has details.
The Commander, Nigerian Navy Ship Soro, under the Central Navy Command Operation Delta Safe, Commodore Omobamidele Akimbami, assures that the Nigerian military will achieve President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's statutory mandate of attaining 2 million barrels per day of oil production. He added that efforts of the Nigerian Navy are in top gear in checkmating the activities of pipeline vandalism, illegal bunkering, crude oil theft, and other forms of maritime crimes.
In this avenue, to inform all unscrupulous elements planning or indulging in illegal activities to desist from it, because Bayelsa State and its environs will not be an area for them to thrive.
Akinbami acknowledges that challenges remain, particularly in navigating difficult terrain and high cost of logistics for operations in the creeks, but expressed confidence that ongoing efforts will aid the Navy meet its national mandate, while citing significant progress in protecting critical oil infrastructure in the area of responsibility. He attributes the success to discipline, dedication, and professional conduct by personnel, as well as increased support from naval headquarters.
As the base operations officer pointed out in his brief, we are trying to ensure that the country achieves 2 billion barrels. We are working towards that. And to get this done, patriotism among the officers and men, we are not ready, we are not yielding to anything. It is strictly what is to be done and should be done correctly.
In a related development, the Commander 16th Brigade of the Nigerian Army and Sector 2 Command Joint Task Force South-South Operation Delta Safe, Brigadier General Oluremi Obolo, reiterated the military's commitment to protecting oil and gas infrastructure and eliminating criminal activities in Bayelsa State. General Obolo noted that Sector 2 of the Operation Delta Safe under the 16th Brigade operates across difficult terrain with 75% of Bayelsa State covered by water. He emphasized that the recent increase in national oil output are largely due to sustained military operations in the Niger Delta.
Ensure that any kind of criminality in this place is not allowed to fester. Ensure that there's no piracy, no militancy within the joint operations area, and any other thing that may affect the economy of the nation through the activities of these criminals within this area in Bayelsa.
He reaffirmed the commitment of the troops deployed in the key locations across the creeks to uninterrupted production of oil and gas, while also preventing piracy, militancy, and economic sabotage. Kike Lomo Okeri, Global Television News.
In sports, Ogun State has commenced the disbursement of financial rewards to athletes who secured medals at the recently concluded 22nd National Sports Festival held in Abeokuta. The payments are in line with Governor Dakwa Abiodun's earlier commitment to incentivize and celebrate the athletes' outstanding performances. The 22nd NSF-tagged Gateway Games 2024 came to an end on Thursday, with Ogun State finishing second on the medals table behind perennial champions Delta State. At least 20 athletes from Kano contingent have been confirmed dead following a ghastly motor accident at Dakar Saleh Bridge in the Kura local government area of Kano State. The athletes were said to be returning from the just concluded National Sports Festival held in Abeokuta, Ogun State. The chairman of the Kano State Sports Commission, Umar Faje, who confirmed the incident, says many other athletes sustained various degrees of injuries following the fatal accident. He explained that the bus conveying 30 athletes fell from the bridge, leading to the death of 20 athletes. And that's it on Global TV News Cycle. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV Channel 365, on Star Times Channel 276, and free-to-air on Nigecomsat. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms using @GlobalTVNG and other handles now showing on your screen. You can also download the Global TV Nigeria mobile app for Android and iOS devices to keep track of our broadcast. I'm Queen Agaba. Thank you for watching and see you again.